What's up, everybody? This is Pat Cherubini with the Hometown Revolution, and today I'm answering a question we got from inside of our free Facebook group, and it has to do with wanting me to explain the Facebook algorithm. So I'm going to try to do that the best I can. And here's the post. It says, if you aren't getting engagement on your posts aren't engaging. So that kind of goes without saying, but people want to know what's going on. I guess I should start by saying the algorithm is the code that runs Facebook. What makes things show up, what makes things not show up. And as a business owner, I think everybody knows you're supposed to post. Everybody tells you to post. Nobody knows what to post. So you end up posting something that doesn't make any sense, may not be relevant to your business. And a lot of you are even paying social media managers to post for you. And the joke we make all the time is, everybody's going to post, hey, happy National Fudge Day. Well, in this case, this guy sells motorcycle racing wheels. How is Fudge Day going to sell more wheels? So the last thing is, we know you're already busy doing everything else. You're trying to run your business, so you're not going to have a whole lot of time to post. So I'm going to try to explain how the algorithm works. Jeffrey, his question here was, I wish you had a better understanding of what the algorithms are looking for. So the algorithm is just the machine. They code it, they program it to tell you what to look for. So how does it work? Nobody really knows. Facebook doesn't tell you. They don't tell you what to do, what not to do, unless you're doing something bad. But as far as getting things to post, you're just kind of out there on your own. If you listen to everybody else, you're going to give a whole lot of information that's probably just going to confuse you. So as you're scrolling through your Facebook page, if you've ever noticed, about every fourth post is going to be an ad. So that is what Facebook really wants. They want you on their platform as long as possible so you can scroll and see more ads. Now, the way they get paid is if you see that ad, they charged whoever is running that ad some money. So it's based on cost per thousand. But technically, if you're seeing an ad, somebody's paying for that to be there. So the more you scroll, every fourth post is going to be an ad. They just got paid every time. So that's the way Facebook works. They're really good at getting you to stay on there. I'm sure you know that you're on Facebook way too much. Everybody is. They claim they don't want you to be on it too much, but the fact is, if you're not on it, they're not getting paid and they go away. And they're not going to let that happen. So as far as the algorithm goes, it used to be called EdgeRank. Facebook, that was what they called it. Now everybody just calls it the algorithm. They claim they don't use EdgeRank anymore, but it's really the same thing. So when I say EdgeRank, I know that it doesn't technically exist anymore, but it shows you what you post. And if you've ever noticed, when you post something, you may get like the same people over and over that see it or that like it, that comment, that share. The first thing about EdgeRank is the weight of your post. It's the weight of your account, how much engagement that you get, how much, if somebody shares it, how much engagement that share gets. It's a whole bunch of little things based on how powerful your post is. Now, what Facebook kind of really does is when you post it, they start showing it to a few of your friends that more than likely will like it. If they like it, that's a good sign. They'll show it to some more. It's almost like a circle. If a bunch of more are liking it, they expand it until it keeps going and it goes viral. So it doesn't matter always what time. It's just based on when you post it, do people like it or not? And that's the engagement. Whether you like it or not, if somebody scrolls past it, that's a bad sign. So the second part of your post in the EdgeRank ranking is the affinity of your post. So it's basically the audience that likes you. So who is constantly engaging with you? When you post a new post, they show it to that group usually. If they like it, they show it to more. And the reason they do this is because there's so many people and pages out there that are posting things that they can't just show you everything. because it would just be so much that you wouldn't read it and you wouldn't stay on it. So they think they know who wants to see your post. If you go into your personal profile and look at all of your friends, there's probably a whole lot of them in there that you haven't seen a post or heard from in years. That's because they don't engage. You guys don't engage with each other. If you go and send somebody a message or go and look at their profile and click like on one of their posts, guess what? You're going to start seeing more of their posts again because Facebook thinks, oh, they're interested in each other. I'm going to show them that new post. And if you like it, it gets more and more. So it's a fact of being social media. You have to be social on social media. So if you are just not looking at people, not reading, not liking, not clicking the more button to read the whole thing, eventually Facebook's going to stop showing that person or that Facebook page to you because you're not interested. If you're just scrolling by, they're going to go look for somebody else that you might be interested in. The third thing with EdgeRank is called time decay. So it's like that clock starts. You post that post up there and it starts falling down. The time starts ticking. If nobody answers, nobody clicks, comments, engages, it just keeps sliding down in it. But once somebody engages in it, it's almost like it boots it back to the top. Your timer starts again, and then it starts falling again. So if people are engaging in it, it just kicks it back to the top of the feed. That is the basics of it. Now, as far as what to post, it's what people are interested in. If you're posting on a Facebook page, as Jeffrey here, he makes motorcycle wheels, which is a very niche subject. So people that are into motorcycle racing, and I know that he's a flat track racer, he makes wheels for flat track racing people. The more he posts about that, the more interested they are in that, the more they're going to see it. And he gets actually pretty good. He was saying he didn't get a lot of engagement, but 65 likes. This is interesting. 115, he got almost double the likes of a dog. That's got nothing to do, but that's actually people getting to know Jeffrey. It's not a bad thing to put yourself out there and let the people know who's behind the business. The answer is, if you get into your insights, you go to your Facebook page, look at insights, you can kind of read which ones get the most engagement and just try to figure out why. It could be the time of day. It could be the type of post. You post a picture of your dog. Maybe you post a picture of your dinner. It's the stuff that people engage with. The other part of that, it's just to get you to understand Facebook, is the negativity. I'm sure no matter what you are interested in, the negativity is what stands out. Now, fundamentally, it's probably wrong, but this is the way it is. The news drives the world. And if something is posted that people disagree with or get mad or don't like, they just can't help themselves to argue. Every time you do that, you hit the angry face, you hit comments that you don't like, and you start arguing with people. Just think about the EdgeRank. That just keeps kicking it back up. Every time you post, every time you argue with somebody, that keeps resetting that clock. So it also tells Facebook that that's something that you're interested in. We hear, with the political stuff that just happened, we heard people all the time saying, yeah, well, all I see is politics on there. Well, Facebook may have an agenda, may not have an agenda, one way or the other. It's not about what you think or believe, but it's the algorithm reading what you engage with. If all you do is get on and argue about politics, they're going to show you more politics, and they're going to show you the ones that you like to argue with, because that keeps you on the platform longer. There may be something behind that psychologically, but Facebook knows that it's like a mirror. Everybody says they don't like that, but that's what they're looking at all the time. And it's only going to show you what you want to look at. If you start unfollowing pages and people that you disagree with and you're done arguing with, eventually it's going to have to go find something else that you're going to engage with. So I don't know if that really answers your question. It gets really technical. And the whole thing, the issue is nobody really knows. It's just you try to figure out what's going on. We research and learn from other people that know what's going on or act like they know what's going on. In the end, you really don't know what's going on. So the best thing I can tell you is about how the algorithm works is if you're worried about how many likes, comments, shares you get, answer me this. How many likes does it take to make your mortgage payment this month? There is no number. So it's more about getting the information out there, getting people to know you, starting relationships in order to ask them, if they need help in whatever you do. That's the end game that we play. That's why you hear us talk about customer catching systems. We actually take our good posts, we put a little bit of money behind it. We give Facebook that money and say, hey, go show this to more people because we know you're not going to show it to who we want anyway. Go show it to more people and get those people to see us. They begin to know us, like us, and trust us. And then they can buy from us with whatever we do. So that's what we do with our customer catching system is we just get that flywheel running. You start spinning it just like a racing wheel. You start spinning that thing by putting a little bit of money behind it, boosting the good ads that get the good engagement, that get the people that you want to eventually come back and buy from you, whether it's a product or a service, it doesn't matter. So that is my attempt to sort out the Facebook algorithm. If you have any questions, we do have a free group. You just go hometownrevolution.com/group. We discuss this stuff in there. This video will be in there. We're growing it. It's business owners, mostly in the States, that want to learn how to grow their business by social media, Facebook ads, improving their website, all that stuff we can do. We try to help them with. So if you have any questions, if you think you might be interested in a customer catching system, go to hometownrevolution.com. All the information is there. Reach out to me, to anybody on our team, and we can help you. And hopefully I didn't give you a headache. And we will talk to you next time.